Welcome on MGSS YouTube channel. My dear student, today I am going to discuss the chapter 5, very interesting, and this chapter brings you lot of changes in your calculation, and this chapter is very important while you are studying physics or science and numericals. So keep watching this session and you have to enjoy exponents and powers. My dear student, several times you have just seen such type of numbers. Such type of number in this form and several other forms. Actually, you have in mind that what is this? How can you write this number? Actually, a lot of the question in your mind. And after this session, after the completion of this session, you got answer of your curiosity. Are you ready? Let's check. 25. You know that 25 can be written as 5 into 5. It can be written as 2 into 2 into 2. 27 can be written as 3 into 3 into 3. 625 can be written as 5 into 5 into 5. Actually, this way to write to number, and you know very well that this is a study. You study under prime factorization. Actually, this has been written in the product of primes. So any such numbers which can be expressed as the product of primes can easily be converted into the exponential form. So let's discuss first two forms of a number. One is usual form. When you write 25 in such case, this form is known as usual form. And when you write this number 25 in this form, 5 square, this is known as exponential form. And actually, this is usual form, this is exponential form. How you write? Actually, when a number is written once, suppose that you have just write 2. What it means? Actually, 2 means 2 to the power 1. Actually, this 1 is known as power, and this is known as base. So when you write 2, then base is 2 and power is 1. Any such number, if you discuss the definition of exponential form, writing a in the form of b to the power n is known as exponential form of a. You have to just write it. You have to got it. Writing, again you discuss writing a number a in the form of square n times power of b to the power n. Writing a number a as b to the power n is known as exponential form of a. And this is the example. 25 can be written as 5 to the power 2, or it is also known as 5 square. So writing 25 into a square of 5 is known as exponential form of 25. It can be written as 2 into 2 into 2, and when any number multiply 3 times, if it multiply 2 times, then square. If it is multiplied 3 times, then cube. or simply raised to the power 3. If it is multiplied 4 times, then 2 raised to the power 4. If a is multiplied 2 times, then a square. A is multiplied 3 times, then a to the power cube or raised to the power cube or a cube simply you say. So it can be written as 2 cube. 27 can be written as 3 cube. 625 can be written as 5 to the power 4. Why? Because 5 is multiplied how many times? 4 times 5 is multiplied. So two types of form, usual form and exponential form. So my dear, two things you have to just keep in the mind by this discussion. First one is that for any non-zero number a and positive number n, a to the power of n means what? A into a into a into a how many times? N times. If it has been given, if you discuss some examples, then you must know that 2 to the power 5 means what? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, how many times? 5 times. 2 to the power 10 means what? 2 into 2 into 2, how many times? 10 times. Actually, that is the example of above. And I have just discussed two different form, usual form and exponential form. Usual form 25, this is called usual form, and what is its exponential form? Writing a number in the square, cube and root of any numbers, then it is known as exponential, power of some other numbers. And you know that 25 can easily be written as 5 square, power of 5 in the form of this. So 5 square is the exponential form of 25. 6 square is the exponential form of 36. 2 to the power cube is the exponential form of 8. 10 to the power cube is the exponential form of 1000. One thing you have to just keep in the brain that exponential form can be written in different way in the product of, because in some cases it can be written by the some other way. For example, 36 has been written into 6 square. It can also be written as by 2 to the power cube, 2 square, I beg your pardon, 2 square and 3 square in such case. So two different way you can write 6 square or 2 square into 3 square. This different way you can write this number. Similarly, for the negative numbers, you can also do the same operation. If it has written that minus 2 to the power cube, what it means? Actually, this is the exponential form, and if you write by the definition minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2, and it can be written as minus 8. Similarly, minus 1 upon 2 square in the case of rational, if it has been given, then you can write minus 1 upon 2 into minus 1 upon 2, and minus minus plus 1 is multiplied by 1, 2 into 2, 4. But such type of question you have to read in upper classes, class 8. If it has been given x to the power q, y square, what it means? Actually, it means x into x into x, y into y. So my dear, you are able to either exponential form has been given, then you can write down the product of the primes, and if the usual form has been given, then you can easily factorize them and you can just solve the question. So two different types of the question has been given your exercise, first exercise, and you are able to solve the first exercise. Hope you have to enjoy this session, and this was the introduction. And in next video, that's very important because I will discuss laws of power, and also I will discuss that what is the other name of power and exponent.